the truth about psychics and tarot readers. That's what we're going to talk about today, so stay tuned. Hey you guys, it's Hannah with Be Happy with Hannah. So today I want to talk a little bit about tarot readings and psychics. I have utmost respect for these people. They are really, really good at what they do, and I do believe that they're genuine. I actually read tarot myself, and I've had many psychic readings, and I watch tarot videos from time to time. I will pull my own tarot cards if I feel like I want to. The thing is about tarot and psychics is that a lot of people think that whatever is said is the way that things are going to be, that they're predicting your future, and that's it then, that's cast in stone and it's always going to be that way and there's nothing you can do to change it. Whereas tarot readers and psychics are just literally reading the energy right now as it currently is. So knowing what we now know about the law of attraction and how we're creating our own realities, and that what we are thinking about, what's going on inside our minds, is what we see in the outside world. When you go and speak to a tarot reader or a psychic or watch a tarot video on YouTube or whatever, that reading is just literally a result of what's been going on in your mind to this date. Whether it's, the thoughts that you've been having over the past week, the past month, the past day. So that reader or that psychic is just telling you what's going to happen based on what you've thought up to date. So, I mean, some tarot and psychic readers believe that is the case, that is absolutely cast in stone, that's going to happen. They'll tell you, this person's bad for you, that job's bad for you, you're never going to get it, and that's that. And then you'll just take that information and you'll just kind of be like, oh, okay, well, I feel really bad now and I feel really sad and deflated, and obviously it's not going to happen, and then you kind of spiral out of control. But the fact of the matter is that it's a great tool to see where you are right now with what's going on in your head. I mean, you can kind of tell that anyway when you start tuning into your thoughts during the day and you realise you're either on a positive spiral or a negative spiral. So if that reading is bad, then, and it's not what you want, it's not the outcome that you wanted to hear, then that is just an indication that what's going on in your head and in your inner world right now is just, a reflection of all of your fears and insecurities and doubts and worries. So they're telling you, well, that's never going to happen, that person's never going to be your friend, that person's never going to be your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. And that's just because that's what's going on in your mind. Like, oh, they'll never like me, they'll never talk to me, I'm not good enough for that, I'll never get that, I don't know how to get that, I don't have this, I don't have this. So that's all that is. So the readings, by all means, do it. It's a good thing. Because, if the result is a bad thing, then it tells you that you need to work harder on changing your story. But don't become reliant on these people to tell you where you are, because ultimately you're the decider of where you are. You just need to tune into your mind. Where are your thoughts during the day? Tip the scales. Are they positive or are they negative? Because they're more negative, then you're going to end up in that negative place. And then, that tarot reader or that psychic's just going to tell you that, yeah, you're in a negative, this is what's going to happen based on what you're thinking right now. Whereas if they tell you exactly what you want to hear, well, then that's great news. That means that what's going on in your head during the day is in alignment with your desires, with what you want. You're thinking positively, you're believing that you can have that thing or be that thing or, whatever that is. And in which case, then it's a great tool, because that psychic or that tarot reader is just telling you that you're on the right path and good, carry on with what you're doing. So by all means, yeah, have tarot and psychic readings, but don't rely on them to see where things are all the time. Sometimes you can become reliant on them. You can watch, believe me, before I discovered all this, I've been there. I have been literally watching tarot readings all day long sometimes, trying to see where things are, what's going to happen, what the outcome's going to be. Basically, you're looking to an external source to tell you what the outcome's going to be. But, the outcome is due to what's going on in your head. You determine what the outcome is going to be. So you just need to go inside and think, well, what's going on in my head? And it's a difficult process to do because, you know, there's a certain, I think it's a really high percentage of your thoughts are actually your subconscious, something like 90% or something like that. So there are things going on in your conscious mind during the day that you have just permeated into your subconscious. You just believe them to be true. They're just thoughts that you keep thinking. They're beliefs, they're habits of thinking, they're patterns of thinking that tell you that's not possible. That's the way that is. That's the way that person is. This is the way the world is. And all of these things are just things that you kind of going about your day. You're doing it all the time. You're thinking about it when you're in the shower, when you're brushing your teeth, when you're driving to work. When you are working, you're just thinking these things, you know, that person's like that, this person doesn't like me, this job is, you know, earning money's hard, I have to do this to get this, I have to be this to be this, you know, life is hard. All of these things that we're thinking during the day are keeping us where we are, and, you know, can be the reason why these psychics or tarot readers tell us things that we don't want to hear, and then we're like, oh, see, I knew that was going to happen, I knew that guy was going to cheat on me, I knew he'd like someone else. Well, yeah, you knew it, so you manifested it because that's what you believed was going to happen. So when you look at it that way, you're actually really, really quite powerful, and also doing yourself a disservice because you're believing and knowing things are going to happen that are bad. So why don't you just start knowing the things that you want to happen are going to happen? Start thinking about the good things that you want to happen and start knowing that they're going to happen. You know, by all means, I think it's actually a really good idea to maybe try having a psychic or a tarot video, or, you know, going to a psychic reader. This is actually quite an interesting experiment to try. Stay where you are right now. If nothing's working for you and you're not getting the thing that you want, have a tarot reading or a psychic reading and see what that's telling you. If it's confirming that you don't have what you want and it's not going to happen, then that's where your head is at right now. Go hard for a week, really, really trying to work on your thoughts and your inner story and think about what you're telling yourself. And every time you think of something negative, swap it, change it, and reintroduce positive, the opposite, you know, tell yourself what you do want. Reintroduce, you know, swap that negative thought for the opposite, the opposing thought, what you actually want to happen, and go really hard at that for a week. Script, visualize, do all the techniques, then go and get another tarot reading, and I think you'll probably find that it's actually what you do want to hear. You can actually have a tarot reading first thing in the morning and another one in the evening, or a psychic reading or whatever, and they're actually the two completely different outcomes. Because what you might have woken up quite positive in the morning, and as you've gone throughout the day, you've gone actually quite, you know, you've slid into a bit more of a negative mindset. So that's really actually quite interesting. So by all means, use tarot, use psychics to help you determine where your thoughts are at, what's happening right now, but just don't rely on them. Don't start using them every day or every week to see where you're at, because you know where you're at deep down, because you know what you're thinking and what you're believing every day. So if you're thinking and believing that the thing that you want is not going to happen, then that's probably what the psychic or the tarot reader is going to tell you. So ultimately, it's you that needs to change it. You're the one that says you've got a blank canvas here and you're painting a picture, and you're painting an ugly picture right now. So paint a pretty one instead. It really is that simple. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope that it's helped you and put your mind at ease a little bit and helped you to believe that you are the creator of your own reality and it's all within you. I have the utmost faith and belief in you, so you need to believe in you too. If there are any more videos you'd like to see me do, then please do leave a comment in the comment sections below and I'll get back to you. And there's going to be lots more videos being uploaded soon. Please do like and share the video, guys, because that way more people get to see the video who wouldn't normally see it, and they deserve to know that they are ultimately in control of their reality.